The United States government shutdown that haunted the nation this November has finally found a potential end. But buried within the deal that lifts the shutdown lies a legislative bombshell that could reshape the balance of power between lawmakers and federal law enforcement agencies. Today, we delve into the unprecedented provision allowing certain Republican senators to sue the government for a stunning $500,000 for what many are calling the weaponization of the Justice Department. This is a story of politics, power, and privacy colliding in the shadow of the infamous January 6th Capitol attack. Welcome back to World Right Now, your go-to source for the latest in global and geopolitical news. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. You don't want to miss these developments. Let's break down what's happening. After weeks of political brinkmanship that froze critical government functions, U.S. lawmakers finally agreed on a deal to end the shutdown. But this isn't just about keeping the government running. Embedded in this package is a little-known but explosive provision, a new right for senators to bring lawsuits against the United States government if their data is seized or subpoenaed without notification. Yes, you heard that right. Senators can claim $500,000 in damages for each violation of this rule. But why this focus on senators' data? And what triggered such a radical measure? The backdrop is the fiercely controversial special counsel investigation led by Jack Smith into events surrounding the January 6, 2021 insurrection and related matters, including attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election results. During this probe, federal investigators obtained phone records from 8 Republican senators, including Lindsey Graham, Josh Hawley, and Ron Johnson, and 1 congressman. According to FBI documents released in October, these phone records covered calls made in the days before and after the Capitol attack. Importantly, the FBI clarified that they collected only limited toll records, information about who called whom and for how long, not the content of those calls. Yet the mere act of seizing these records without notifying the senators caused outrage among the lawmakers, who accused the Biden administration of weaponizing the Justice Department to target political opponents. Republican Senator Chuck Grassley, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, fired back, calling the FBI's actions an unconstitutional breach, and charged that the Biden administration's conduct was arguably worse than Watergate. In response to this fury, the new legislative language in the shutdown deal sets clear limits. Service providers must notify Senate offices and the Senate Sergeant-at-Arms if federal law enforcement seeks senators' data. Courts can only delay this notification if the senator's data request is linked to a criminal investigation targeting that senator. It also opens the door for senators to sue the government if their data is accessed without proper notification. The law explicitly prevents the government from using certain immunity defenses, meaning these lawsuits could actually proceed to hold the government accountable. Suits can be filed for violations dating back to January 2022, covering the 2023 FBI subpoena of senators' call records. According to legal experts, this move could spark a slew of lawsuits, fundamentally changing how investigations involving lawmakers are conducted. So what does this all mean? First, it signals a stark increase in mistrust between lawmakers, especially Republican senators, and federal law enforcement agencies. The perception of politicized investigations targeting political adversaries is at an all-time high, and this legislation is a direct pushback against that dynamic. Second, it establishes a new precedent in congressional privacy rights. By codifying notification and damages provisions, it places senators on a somewhat equal footing with other citizens when it comes to government surveillance and data collection, which historically has been limited for Congress members themselves. And finally, it highlights the ongoing and unresolved tensions in the fallout of January 6th, the Trump administration, and the fiercely divided American political landscape. While Jack Smith's investigation continues and promises more revelations, this legislative provision may shape the broader war over power, privacy, and accountability in Washington for years to come. As this story develops, we will keep you updated on lawsuits filed, legal challenges, and the political fallout from this landmark government deal. For now, the end of the shutdown isn't just a return to business as usual, It's a turning point in how lawmakers defend themselves against what they see as federal overreach. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into today's most